I'm going to show you how to use the Paintbucket tool and the gradient tool. Okay, those are the two things I'm going to show you in this video. And here's the coloring page. Think of this as your experimentation page with coloring using a few different tools in Photoshop, the same tools that are going to help you digitally paint your mandala slice. So, first thing you want to do is use the magic wand tool. Okay, I'm going to zoom in just a bit more, and I'm going to be using the Paintbucket tool. So got the magic wand, and I'm going to select all of the letters for angry. So pressing the A, I can see the marching ants around that. I press down Shift, and now I can add a selection. Okay, so remember, hold down the Shift key when you're still on magic wand, and then you can get multiple sections selected. This is really great. Okay, so if I just want to fill this area in with a solid color, I'm just going to click on this. This is your foreground background color. You can always switch them around with those arrows, but keep that in mind for gradients and stuff. It's important. So here you can see I've just selected like kind of a bright pink, reddish pink, I guess, and I want to fill the whole word of angry with this pink color. So I'm going to go to right here, gradient tool, two-finger click, go to Paintbucket tool. And now that I'm on this and I have that color selected, I can now fill in all my letters so easily. Okay, really, really fast. Boom, it's done. If I'm done with this section, I press Command D to deselect, and now I'm done with it. Okay. Now, in order to use the gradient tool, I'm going to zoom in and just maybe zoom out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to work on this chubby bird over here in the corner. So, right here, I am going to select a gradient. Okay, so I have yellow here. I think I'm going to select maybe like a green, a dark green, and I just want you to see all of these tones that you can work with, okay? Please experiment. Experiment with your colors, light to dark. So here I've got, maybe I even want a darker green, okay? I've got a green to a yellow. So if I press the gradient tool, if you go back up here, two-finger click, go back to gradient, this is going to give me, up here at the top bar, it's going to give me a preview of my gradient, okay? And if you click down here, it gives you lots of different gradients. Like that is a hideous one. Please don't use that. But try to use gradients thinking of colors that are analogous, okay? So somehow next to each other on the color wheel, about 3 steps away from each other. It shouldn't be more than 3 steps away. Try to use colors that are similar. I think the gradients look better if you do. Try not to use colors that are opposite each other, like that is a great example. Okay, not so awesome. Very bright, but I wouldn't say it's that pretty. So go back to magic wand, and I've got all sort of, you know, like the outside here part selected, but this part is not selected, so I have to press Shift and add it in. Now it's all part of it. And gonna go to gradient and just draw a line from here to here. Boom, beautiful. And if I want the bottom part to be dark and the top light, I have to start my line here. Okay, so bottom up. So basically this is telling me where I start my line it will be dark, where I end my line it will be light. If I want to do a radial gradient, just click on that. Okay, these are all different types of gradients that you can do, and see what that looks like. Okay, so it sort of will create a gradient more of a circle shape. So if I want that to be like close to his head, something like that. Yeah, anyhow. Play around with that and see what you get, but that is how you use the Paintbucket tool and the gradient tool.